Welcome back to KTV and week 2 of Up in the Air. I'm Eric.
And I'm Gabrielle. Kids Camp starts on Monday, which is super exciting, and since we'll be training to become special agents all week long, Eric and I are going to test our detective skills by solving the mystery of the stolen memory stick. It was stolen from the Chief of Intelligence and contains top secret information, so we have to get it back. We'll each take turns solving the clues, and whoever solves the mystery fastest wins. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you going to start, or do you want me to start?
I can start.
Okay, great.
All right, mission number 1, the missing memory stick. Let's try and figure this out. So it says an important memory stick has been stolen from the Chief of Intelligence. It contains the whereabouts of 5 undercover agents. You need to recover it quickly. All right, let's do it. So we got to decode this code here. All right, so the destination, where is it at? Okay. So Paris, that's where we're gonna go. All right, and the contact is Carla Brooke. That is the contact. Great, let's go to the next one. All right, we have to get a match, all right? Match the fingerprint to the person. So we have number puzzle. All right, it looks like we have to figure out the house that it's in. It says you've arrived at the right street, but what house is it? Let's do some math to figure this out. The house on the top over here. Got it. Next one. Oh, we gotta figure out an entry code. All right, let's figure out the code. It says to gain entry to the suspect's house, you need to work out the code from the suspect's clues. It says I was born in 1989. My sister is 3 years older than me. My brother was adopted when he was 5 and my sister was 10. The code is the year my brother was born. Okay, so I think after going through it, 1991. 1991. All right. And library hunt. Now it says the memory stick is hidden in a book called The Siege of Cairo by J.P. Yeats. Can you find this book in the Thieves' Library? So we gotta look through all these books and find it. Okay. The Siege. Yep, I think that's it. Right? And that's it. Solved all the clues.
Okay, I'm back, so I have my same set of clues as Eric. He already knows them, so he gets to stay this time. And how do you think you did?
Good, not great.
Okay.
I'm hopeful for you.
All right, me too. I really don't want to do the consequence again. Okay. All right, so you got to decode the clue. Paris. Great. Carla Brooke. Is that what you got?
That's what I got.
Okay, great. Ooh, identify the suspect based on their fingerprint. I'm gonna guess Hugh. So that's our suspect.
Yep.
Hugh. Okay. All right, we're at the right street, but which house is it? Solve the puzzle to discover the number. 514. Yeah! Is that what you got?
That was a lot.
Okay.
Putting me to shame.
She's 10, he's 5, so it's 1986 plus 5, which is 1991. Is that right? 1991?
Yep.
Okay, great. Now we're in. Whew. And I got a little scared there. Okay, library hunt. The memory stick is hidden in the book called The Siege of Cairo by J.P. Yeats. Can you find the book in the Thief's Library? Got it. Found the memory stick. Time done. Right? Did I find it?
Yeah, I think so. That's the one I got.
Okay.
But they're all like these really small variations of the same thing.
I didn't even notice that when I was printing them.
It confused me. It hurt my head. That's what I was noticing when you were like, "Don't be looking at it." I'm like, these are all named the same.
What who won?
You did,
Okay.
Obviously.
I was hoping.
Because I was going through and I'm like showing them the paper and explaining how you play the game, and then going through and like use.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. If I known that I could just
better.
go through it and do it, I probably still would have taken as much time as I did.
Well, that was pretty fun.
That
I
was
feel
fun.
like we're ready for our detective training starting on Monday.
I think so.
But before we do that, and before we get to Eric's consequence, let's take some time to worship.
Well, amen. Do me a favor, would you stand up? We are glad you're here. Whether you're here in person or online, we get the great opportunity to worship God today. celebrate the God who fights our battles for us. Let's sing it out. When all I see is a battle, you see my victory. When all I see is a mountain, you see the mountain move. And as I walk through the shadow, your love surrounds me. There's nothing to fear now, for I am safe with you. So when I will fight on my knees with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you, and every fear I would lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. And if you are for me, who can be against me? For Jesus, there's nothing impossible for you. When all I see are the edges, you see the beauty. When all I see is the cross, God, you see the empty tomb. So when I will fight on my knees with my hands lifted high. Oh God, battle belongs to you. Every fear I will lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, battle belongs to you. And almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadow, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. Almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. Shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. An almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. Shout in the shadow, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. So when I will fight on my knees with my hands lifted high. Oh God, battle belongs to you. Every fear I will lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, battle belongs to you. Oh God, battle belongs to you. Amen.
We're jumping back into the story of Elisha, and so we have a new passage to read. So pause this video and read with your class 2 Kings 4, 1 through 7, and then we'll check in with Carl and Katie for an explanation of the passage, plus our big idea.
Well, hello to another beautiful day on God's green earth. You know, my mama says a day above the ground is a day to be, yes, good. So that's why today I'm so happy, because anything can happen today. Possibilities are endless. The sky is the limit. Like I could go to Disney World if I wanted to. Probably won't though, because last time I was there I rode the teacups and I got mugged. Get it? Like mugged, like the cups. I could go complete a triathlon. I don't even know what that is, but it can't be that difficult. Jeepers, I bet you if I wanted to, I could get up and fly anywhere I wanted to in the whole world. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fly today. You don't believe me, do you? Joke's on you. I got this special flying juice that I got for my birthday from my cousin Muddy Bruce. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous to drink this, because last time I got juice from my cousin Muddy Bruce, it had some weird side effects, so here's to nothing. Weird. Tastes like old peanut butter and strangely a Nerf gun. Guess it's not working. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's working. It's working, y'all. Waha! Would you look at that? I'm flying, y'all. Whoa! This is incredible. Sorry. Hey, look, I can see my old school from here. Hey, Miss Whitaker. I guess my head was in the clouds, huh? Now this is the life.
Hey Carl, how are you?
I'm doing great, Katie. Flying sure is fun.
Wait, where do you think you are right now?
Up in the air. It's wonderful up here. The air's crisp, but not too crisp, you know?
I see.
You know, it's not like too crispy. It's like the medium kind of in between. It's like there's on the one hand it could be like a Whopper squishiness, softness, but on the other hand it could be like the Cheetos crispy crisp, right? But it's kind of like right in the middle of the. Oh, what was that for?
What for?
I was flying through the air. Well, I guess it was a dream, huh? Boo. I was having the time of my life.
I know you were dreaming, but even in the dream, didn't you get worried that you might fall? I hate those dreams where I'm falling. They're scary.
Not one bit. I knew I was perfectly safe.
How's that?
Well, first of all, I thought I was flying because of my flying juice, but I guess it wasn't that. I don't know. I guess I just had faith things were going to be okay.
Oh, okay. Sounds like someone learned something from Elisha's story this week.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I just thought you might have been inspired by the story this week.
I wish I could say I was, but I don't even know what it is. What happened?
Oh, it's so cool. It's in 2 Kings chapter 4.
All right, good thing I brought my Bible with me.
Remember Elisha was dreaming big with God and carrying on the work of his mentor, Elijah, who had gone to heaven. Elisha was talking to a woman who had a really difficult time. Her husband had just died, and unfortunately, he had owed money to people in town.
Oh no, and even if the people have debts and they die, it doesn't go away, does it?
Sadly, no. The debt had to be paid, and because the wife didn't have anything to pay it off, the people were going to take her 2 sons as payment.
What? They're going to take her children because she couldn't pay? That's awful.
I know it, but there's nothing she could do. So she asked Elisha for help. So Elisha looked at her and asked her what she had in her house. And all she had was a small jar of olive oil.
That's it? Oh no, she's doomed.
Well, hold on, Carl. This is where trusting God comes in.
You're right. So what happened?
Elisha told her to go to all of her neighbors and grab jars. Not just 1 or 2, but as many as she could find. And once she did that, she was told to go into her house, close the door with her 2 sons, and start pouring the olive oil into the jars.
Hold up. That sounds a little wacky. And this is coming from the man who thought he was floating through the sky 5 minutes ago.
What do you mean?
Well, she herself only had a little bit of oil in a small jar, and now she has tons of empty jars. How's she supposed to fill it all?
Once again, Carl, it all comes down to faith. And this woman trusted Elisha was going to help her.
All right. Sounds a little fishy to me. So what happened?
Well, the mother began to pour the oil into the jars, and guess what? The oil didn't run out. She kept going and going, pouring more and more oil in every jar until she filled one up to the top, turned to her son and said, "Bring me another jar." And the son told her there wasn't any left.
Wait, hold up. They ran out of jars?
Yup.
And the small amount of oil she had filled all the jars they gathered?
Yup.
How was that possible?
Faith.
Now wait a minute. Faith did that. Faith filled all those jars?
Absolutely. You see, Carl, she knew Elisha was a man of God. She knew she needed big help, God's help. And what better person to ask than someone who was close with God? She needed help, and she trusted God by speaking to Elisha, who would do that no matter how ridiculous or unlikely it seemed. And after she got those jars full, she sold them to pay off her debt so her sons could stay with her for good.
Wow, that is one of the coolest stories ever. I feel like I see a little bit of myself in that story too.
How so?
Well, the lady was desperate for help, but she didn't have much. And to be honest, I don't have much. I mean, at home I have a Bible, a bean bag, a couple packs of mac and cheese, and a bag of frozen chicken nuggets, and a bucket of homemade slime I made 3 years ago. But if God can use a small amount of olive oil to save that family, imagine what God could do with me and all of us.
You're absolutely right, Carl. No matter what we have in life, faith is always the most important.
Hey kids, wasn't that a fun and encouraging story? Now, our big idea today is something truly special. But first, I'm going to have to pull it out of the sky, okay? There it is. I can have faith in God. Now let's say it loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I can have faith in God. Awesome work, kids. I heard that as clear as the sky is blue. Did you hear it, Carl?
I sure did.
Carl, what's wrong with your voice?
What do you mean? Oh, I hear it now. I think it's a side effect of that flying juice I drank from my cousin. Fiddlesticks. Bloody Bruce!
Oh no! Looks like someone's in trouble, but not us, right? Well, it was great having you join us today. See you next time.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.
Isn't it amazing what happened because the woman had faith and did what Elisha told her to do?
Yes, she was worried about the really big problem that she was facing, but God used Elisha to show the woman that she could have faith in God. What God did through Elisha and the woman is what we call a miracle, something that happens that we can't really explain. All we know is that God used something so small like oil to solve a really big problem for the woman and her family.
Yeah, sometimes we forget just how big and powerful God is and think God can only do a little bit. But just like how that jar of olive didn't stop flowing until there was nothing more to fill, God's love for us never ends.
So next time you're not sure who you can turn to with a problem, remember to say, I can have faith in God, and you can turn to God.
When we have faith in what Jesus has done for us, our actions should follow suit. We can and should tell others the same good news about Jesus and show God's love to everyone. A part of having faith in God is to help others have faith too. And one great way to do that is if we live to please God in every way. Do good work and grow in the knowledge of God.
Absolutely. Take some time with your class to discuss our story and pray together. You can even ask God to strengthen your faith in Him.
Okay, you guys know what time it is?
Consequence time!
It's consequence time. I don't know what I'm gonna get this time.
More mystery food flavors for you to pick from.
Okay, so
Pick
out
2
of
boxes.
these 4 boxes. Well, the 2 closest to me, yeah?
Nice.
Let's
Like
go
it.
with this one. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh! Ooh, gum.
Ooh, gum is delicious.
I like gum.
What does it smell like? Is it like cinnamon gum, mint
Oh,
gum?
that's mint. Oh, my favorite
Mint.
kind.
Ooh,
Mint
I can
gum.
smell it
All right,
now.
let's see what I get to pair this with. Orange juice.
That's a classic.
I get
Don't
an
drink your
orange juice cap.
juice and brush your teeth at the same time.
I like these both, just not together.
I think you have to do the gum first. Yeah. Make sure it's nice and minty in there.
Both pieces, yeah?
Both pieces, extra mint. I've never
extra
tried brushing my teeth after, or drinking orange juice after brushing my teeth, so I'm really curious to.
This really is a consequence.
It's gotta be, right? I had Nutella and guacamole last week, Eric. Is it good? It's not good? That's a really big bummer. Well, that's the end of this episode of Kids TV. But But if you're signed up for Kids Camp and it's not too late to sign up, we will see you this week for Kids Camp.
Yes, we will.
Bye.
See ya.